Your cells are aging faster than they should right now. Scientists can measure it. They can see it under a microscope. But if you commit to chewing just one single clove every day for the next 7 days, you are going to activate 3 distinct Nobel Prize-winning biological mechanisms that stop premature aging in its tracks. 3 Nobel Prize winners spent decades uncovering exactly why our bodies age and how to slow it down. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn found the biological clock ticking inside every cell. Dr. Yoshinori Osumi revealed how your body eats its own damaged parts to stay young. And Dr. Venki Ramakrishnan showed why the microscopic protein factories inside your cells hold the key to longevity. Today, we are going to look at how the simple act of chewing a clove directly activates all 3 of these cellular rebirth systems, and exactly what happens to your body over a 7-day timeline. Let us start with what happens the moment you bite into that clove, and how it connects to the 2009 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn won this prize for discovering telomeres and the enzyme telomerase. Think of your shoelaces. At each end, there is a plastic cap called a neglet that stops the lace from fraying. Telomeres work exactly the same way for your DNA. Every time your cells divide to replace old skin, heal wounds, or fight infection, your telomeres get a little shorter. When they become too short, your cells stop working properly. They age and they die. This cellular death triggers heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and the physical signs of aging. Dr. Blackburn's research proved that chronic stress and oxidative damage shrink your telomeres at an alarming accelerated rate. This is where the 7-day clove routine begins its work. Cloves possess one of the highest ORAC values on the planet. ORAC is the measure of antioxidant capacity in foods, and cloves beat out blueberries, spinach, and even dark chocolate by a massive margin. They are loaded with a powerful bioactive compound called eugenol. When you boil cloves in water, you lose some of the most potent volatile essential oils through the steam. But when you chew a whole clove, you are releasing pure unheated eugenol directly into the mucous membranes of your mouth, allowing it to enter your bloodstream sublingually in a matter of minutes. By day 2 or 3 of chewing a daily clove, this concentrated wave of antioxidants begins to neutralize the free radicals in your blood. You are essentially providing a chemical shield for your telomeres, stopping the oxidative stress that causes them to fray. By protecting these DNA caps, you are actively slowing down the biological clock ticking inside your cells. But protecting your DNA is only the first step. To achieve true cellular rebirth, you have to clean out the old, damaged cells that are already causing inflammation inside your body. This brings us to the second Nobel Prize discovery, and what happens around day 4 of your 7-day clove routine. In 2016, Dr. Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize for discovering autophagy. The word autophagy literally translates to self-eating in Greek. Your cells have a miraculous ability to consume their own damaged parts, recycling old proteins and destroyed organelles to survive and renew themselves. This process prevents the buildup of cellular junk that causes systemic aging and disease. However, Dr. Osumi's breakthrough proved that autophagy is not a random process. It is a survival response triggered by nutrient deprivation. It only turns on when your blood sugar is completely stable and your liver is depleted of glycogen, which typically requires 12 to 16 hours of fasting. Many people try to fast to trigger autophagy, but they struggle with intense hunger pangs, blood sugar crashes, and brain fog. This is exactly why chewing a clove is the ultimate catalyst for cellular rebirth. When you wake up in the morning and chew a clove on an empty stomach, you are consuming 0 calories. You are not breaking your fast. But the eugenol and the natural oils in the clove instantly interact with your digestive system and your brain. It naturally suppresses the hunger hormone ghrelin. More importantly, the compounds in cloves mimic insulin, keeping your blood sugar completely flat. By day 4 and 5 of this routine, chewing a daily clove allows you to comfortably push your fasting window to 16 hours. This gives your body the exact uninterrupted environment it needs to ramp up autophagy. Your cells begin rapidly eating their own damaged parts, clearing out the rust from your system. Once the old, dead cellular material is cleared out, your body needs to rebuild. It needs to generate fresh, youthful tissue. That is where the third Nobel Prize discovery comes in. And this is the incredible shift you will feel by day 6 and 7. Dr. Venki Ramakrishnan shared the 2009 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for revealing the atomic structure of ribosomes. Ribosomes are the tiny factories inside every single cell in your body that produce all of your proteins. They take the genetic information from your newly protected DNA and translate it into the proteins that build your skin collagen, repair your muscle tissue, fight infections, and run the thousands of chemical processes keeping you alive. Healthy ribosomes mean your cells can keep producing proteins efficiently, which helps your tissues stay strong and slows age-related decline. But ribosomes are incredibly sensitive to their environment. When your body is constantly fighting systemic inflammation, your ribosomes are forced to produce inflammatory proteins instead of focusing on repair and regeneration. By the time you reach day 6 and 7 of chewing a clove, the massive influx of eugenol has crushed systemic inflammation. The antibacterial properties of the clove have also cleaned up your oral microbiome, stopping harmful bacteria from entering your digestive tract and bloodstream. Because you have reduced this metabolic and inflammatory burden, your ribosomes are finally free to do their real job. They begin allocating their resources to repairing your body. They start synthesizing the fresh, healthy proteins that make your joints feel lubricated, your brain feel clear, and your energy levels soar. You have successfully created an environment where your protein factories are running smoothly and efficiently. So how exactly do you execute this 7-day cellular rebirth protocol based on Nobel Prize-winning science? It requires consistency and a specific technique. You're going to do this every morning for 7 days straight. Finish your last meal of the day by 8 p.m. the night before. When you wake up the next morning, do not eat breakfast. Instead, take one single high-quality whole clove. Place it in your mouth, ideally between your cheek and your gums. Do not bite down on it immediately. It will be too intense and bitter. Let it sit in your mouth for about 5 minutes to soften in your saliva. Once it has softened, begin to gently chew it. You will feel a slight numbing sensation on your tongue and gums. This is the pure eugenol releasing into your bloodstream. It is a sign that the bioactive compounds are working. Continue to chew it slowly for another 10 minutes, swallowing the juices. You can eventually swallow the small remaining fibers or spit them out if you prefer. After chewing the clove, continue your fast until noon. You can drink water, black coffee, or green tea during this time. This gives you a full 16-hour fasting window. During those morning hours, the eugenol from the clove is protecting your telomeres. The zero-calorie state is pushing your cells deep into the recycling phase of autophagy, and the drop in inflammation is preparing your ribosomes for protein synthesis. When you break your fast at noon, feed your body with high-quality nutrients. Eat a meal rich in wild-caught fish or pastured eggs for amino acids, leafy greens for B vitamins, and healthy fats like avocados or walnuts. This gives your optimized ribosomes the exact building blocks they need to construct new, healthy cells. Longevity is not about expensive medical treatments or miracle supplements. 3 Nobel Prize winners proved that your body already has the microscopic machinery required to heal itself, clean out damaged cells, and significantly slow the aging process. The cumulative research over the last 20 years confirms that telomere shortening, a lack of autophagy, and declining ribosome function are the true drivers of disease and aging. Every single morning is an opportunity to send new signals to your cells. By committing to the simple act of chewing one clove every day for 7 days, combined with a daily fasting window, you are sending a massive signal to your body to repair, protect, and rebuild. You are unlocking a process of cellular rebirth that is backed by the highest levels of scientific discovery. Start this routine tomorrow morning. It takes less than 15 minutes a day, costs almost nothing, and your future self will thank you for the incredible biological changes you set into motion today.